Hello, good morning in Europe, good evening in the United States. This is Aura with another daily outlook video on Tuesday, February 8th. As you know, in this series of videos, we are looking at the market to see what is going on, what's happened, and what we have to expect from today's financial market. So far, yesterday we didn't have that much important news in the market. Just Ms. Lagarde had a speech, ECB chair. She told, she refused of much faster rate hike for European Central Bank, and it's if you go here, let me see the euro is the chart, and as you see, euro increase, euro gain, paused here against US dollar and other crosses. Euro is going to be a little bit softening ahead of after yesterday's. She kind of denied to say that we're gonna have rate hike on May or as soon as possible, stuff like that. So while the market was pricing too much on a faster rate hike with European Central Bank, which is going to be after 10 years almost. The euro is a little bit easy. Euro's gain, euro's bulls kind of soften right now. We have to the ideas that some of the 50%, kind of 50% of analysts they're thinking that European Central Bank and the QE plan, but it's not going to start rate hike right after that. They're going to wait a little bit because they need a little bit more time to decide, as what usually they do. Another part of the analysts and the market participant, they believe that the ECB should start faster that rate hike plan. Uh, at the same time today, so far we had the Japanese trade balance. It was not such a good and incomes trade balance. Generally, the data, the numbers and data that we had today from Japanese central bank and others, they were not in favor of the market. The trade balance was lower than expected. Household spending decreased. Actually, I can say increased, but it was lower than increased from minus 1.2 from month to 0.2% in December, from November to December. But it was just much lower than a market expectation of 0.7%, almost 7 times lower than less than market expectations. Generally, the data was not such a good data that can support the Japanese yen. Even the trade balance was at minus 0.371 trillion Japanese yen, and it was not such a good data to say that yeah, it is, it's going to be fine. Anyway, industrial production of Malaysia also was not good, which was maybe not that much important in the market. But later today we have trade data from European countries and EU members, some EU members. But in US trade balance, US and Canadian trade balance also we will have today. Generally, it's about the trade balance, US and Canadian trade balance. Also, we will have in the North American season and EIA short-term energy outlook. These are going to be the most important data to watch. But yesterday, besides that, we did mostly about the market was mostly about the geopolitical tensions. As you know, Emmanuel Macron was in Russia talking with yesterday had a press conference, kind of talk the conversation and negotiation and press conference with Mr. Putin. That kind of the tensions looks like a little bit eased, and but it's just a view, and we don't know exactly what is going on behind. So therefore, the tensions is a little bit eased, but it's not decreased, and so that's why we can see that in the past 2 days, the tensions and the market volatility is still above 20, and it is not falling. It is just kind of side movements moving forward. And that was the reason, and that was one of the reasons ahead of U.S. inflation data, that to see that U.S. dollar still strong and holding its slow gain and slowly taking a step forward towards 96 gain, 96 area, 95.50 right now we are, and 96 area is going to be uh, kind of likely to see. We will have the U.S. inflation numbers tomorrow or the day after. Market is pricing on higher inflation numbers, but at the same time, analysts believe that all measures that we needed to see the inflation in a higher level is already seen. We already had them. So after this report, from the next report, we have to start slowly falling down. We can see that inflation going to slowly fall down. So we have to remember about that. But this data gonna be show that inflation on the 7.1%, which is again the highest since past 40 years. And that fears and the geopolitical tensions add the demand for the gold, and now the gold is trading about $1,820. Yesterday, if you remember, we were talking about 1,812 that it is in the uptrend, and then 1,817. And after 17, the uptrend is going to continue. Next target going to be about 35 and 40. The next targets are about 27, and then 35 will be the next targets. As we can see in all main chart, the histograms also forming at the above the zero level, and even in the daily chart also again the histograms are coming to above zero level. Generally we're about the uptrend for the gold. About the oil, just as mentioned about the Emmanuel Macron and the Putin's meeting, the tension's going to be kind of, it seems like ease a little bit. That's why we could see the oil the gas price a little bit lower in the lower levels, but still it's above $4. And I don't think that it's going to be lower than $4. So it's $4.23. It's not for now. It doesn't seem that can go lower. Most probably we're going to have again another. We can see a little bit kind of one, the first and the second. Yeah, we can see change trend change from here, and the gas prices start higher. Yeah, we had a conversation, we had a talks, we had a press conference between European members and Russia, but still the tension's high, and still we have the militaries there. They have to do something. Should happen. Something should happen. So that's why the market tension is still high. They are those are the same reason that we can see that they're holding the oil price also above $90 in technically and fundamentally in all different from all different point of views. It is uptrend, and we are thinking about that. As long as it is above 87 $70 or 80, or let's say 80 $88, as long as trading above $88, the uptrend is totally confirmed. About the SP 500 in Nasdaq and other US indices. So far, we had 278 companies. According to Refinitiv data, we had 278 companies reported their earnings, and more than 78.4% are positive. That means that uh, we can count on uptrends here. We can count on the markets positive. While we have the concern about the market, at the same time we have the hopes that these great earnings will continue support the markets, and lower levels will be so hard to see. Therefore, for all SP 500, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones, we can see these levels as a kind of a strong support, and we can see the uptrends from here to be started. About the cryptocurrencies market, more companies in the last days, and when the prices were low, started to invest in the cryptocurrencies market, and that was the reason to see the Bitcoin to increase. As yesterday we talked about the 44,600, we touched the 44,600 level. Yesterday we were talking about that, which is 68.8% of is Fibonacci from the last fall. Therefore, now from here, it is going to be very important. If we can pass this level above, then we can see about 52K. Otherwise, falling down from here, you're gonna see the kind of with the 33 or 32K, 33,000 in this footlights. So it's gonna be same like that. The Ethereum also almost the same. Ethereum also is almost at 300, 3,400 here is the main resistance. If we cannot pass the 3,400, therefore, and we can see the downtrend from here for the Ripple, it's 92 cents. Right now it's 87. If the Ripple can go to above 92 cents, the uptrend can continue. Otherwise we cannot. Sorry, 92 cent is here. If we cannot pass the 92 cent, then a downtrend again can start from here. This is general the market situation. About the euro, as I told, the euro is softening again against its crosses. in the currency market, and because mostly because of the more pricing and higher inflation that can increase the U.S. dollar. This is the general the market situation and what's happening in the market and what we are waiting for today. We're gonna have the API reports as well. American Petroleum Institute report as well for the energy market. It's gonna be very, very, very important. What we are expecting to see that still the markets, the stock market, gonna be side movement with a little bit with generally upturn tendency, but side movement a little bit under pressure in the short term. But generally, it's a positive. About the gold, still in the uptrend, and can see that it's going forward. The US dollar, as we talked, is going to be increased for the Bitcoin and other Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple. As I told, 61.8% of Fibonacci in the gold in the Bitcoin at 44,600 is very important caliber. If we can go above this level, we can see the higher numbers. Otherwise, falling back from here, we put the 32,000 in the waters. For the Ripple, also 90,000. So that's the general market situation, what's happening in the market. Hope it was useful for you guys. Please let me know if you have any idea how we can make it more interesting for you, how we can improve the quality and the data of videos. Write me your comments and let me know what you think to cover more or to cover less. See you guys tomorrow again, and bye bye.